Hello and welcome. In this video, we'll be taking a look at how to write an improper fraction as a mixed number. So to begin, remember that since we're working with fractions, there's this referent in the background. So in this case, again, what I've done is I've just represented one whole by using this rectangle. So the reason I do that again is because when I'm thinking of 13/5, 13/5 of what? It's got to be referring to something. And so that something, in my mind, is this rectangular box. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is write 13/5 as a mixed number is I'm going to draw out what 13/5 would look like. So because the bottom is 5, what that means is my whole has to be cut into 5 equal sized pieces. Okay, and if I shade all 5 of those pieces, well, that doesn't get me close to the 13 pieces I need. So what am I going to do? Well, that means I need to draw another hole. So I cut this hole again into 5 equal sized pieces, or 5 equal sized groups, and I had 5 here, and I need to get to 13, so if I shade another 5 here, that gets me to 10, and I still don't have enough, so I'm going to draw another hole, break it into 5 equal sized groups, and I've got 10 pieces from these two guys, and so if I want to get to 13, I need to shade 3 more. Well, actually, if I look at what I've got here, this guy right here alone represents 2 holes. This guy down here is not a hole, it's part of a hole. So the way I could represent it with a fraction is 3/5 of a hole. So as a mixed number, the way I could write this is, well, I've got 2 holes plus 3/5, which is nothing more than 2 3/5. Okay, so that's one way to get it. Another way to get 2 3/5 would be to use division. So what I know is that 5 pieces make up a whole. That's what this bottom tells me. Each hole is cut into 5 pieces. So if I were to write 13/5 as a mixed number, well, the first step I could use is I could figure out how many groups of 5 can I make out of 13. So I'm going to use division. So I'm going to take 13 divided by 5. So if I use division, how many whole groups of 5 can fit into 13? Well, 2 whole groups of 5 can fit into 13, so I can fit 2 holes. And then what's left over? Well, 2 groups of 5 make 10, so that means I have 3 parts left over, which gives me 2 holes and 3/5. Okay, so notice the denominator stays the same. So either way, you'll get your mixed number. Okay, I want you guys to try number 2, either using the picture way or using the division way. Pause the video and then restart when you're ready. Okay, I'm going to do number 2 using the division way because these are rather large numbers and it would take a lot of drawing in order to do the picture form. So I'm going to use the division So the first step is I'm taking 27 divided by 12, and I know I can fit two whole groups of 12 into 27. So that's two wholes. And then two whole groups of 12 is 24. So if I subtract, I know that means I'm going to have 3 left over. So what that means is 27 over 12 is going to be equal to 2 wholes and 3 parts out of 12. Okay, but notice that 3 12s can be reduced. If I divide both top and bottom by 3, that would give me 1/4. So my answer would be 2 1/4.